Overturned vessel spotted in Tobago waters with oil leaking from it. Tonight we share exclusive details on the discovery. Blackrock's Cats and Jammer Steel Orchestra, who retains THA Pancham's large band title, and the PNM Tobago's political leader has questions about the Scarborough redevelopment project. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 7th February 2024. Tonight we begin with an exclusive report by our senior reporter Candice Jackson of an oil leak. An unidentified vessel which overturned in the waters just outside of Cove Estate, leaking oil into the sea. The vessel's discovery was made by fishermen in Lambo, while traces of oil were noticed on the shores of Roxborough, Belgarden, all the way down the southwest coast of Tobago. Candice and cameraman Judan Jofield ventured out around midday with Lambo fishermen to inspect the vessel and bring us this exclusive report.
Sargassum seaweed mixed with thick oil is inundating the shores of Lambo. Fishermen on the bay were perplexed, having never encountered it before, and it caused an immediate problem.
Well, it's the first time we actually see our oil spill in real life now, so we want to know how they're cleaning it up. And
out at sea, it is much worse. Together with the president of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, and several other fishermen, we ventured out to the vessel.
As you can see behind me is this ship. We don't know the identity of the ship. We don't know where it came from. All we know that it is stuck here on what is a reef right outside of Cove.
Reminiscent of Moby Dick, waves crashed against the hull of the rusty ship. From the surface of the water,
there is no sign of life at this point around the vessel. There are no identifying marks either. There's no clue present to say how this vessel ended up here in Tobago, where it came from, or anything at all.
It is a mystery.
What is happening now? We are having a boat run ashore on a reef. So basically it is really stuck.
The vessel is stuck approximately 200 meters from the shore, not far from Cove Crack, a popular diving spot. For safety reasons, we were not able to get too close to the vessel, but we did notice oil continuously leaking from the side of the vessel.
How much oil is out there?
I cannot quantify it, but it's a lot until it's rushing ashore. Look, all my hands, all on the boats, in the water, it's oil ridden, it's oil bound, and I don't think the massive of this oil has yet been let off.
It has an immediate and devastating impact on the area, which is a sensitive spawning ground, according to Krishna Thomas, a fisherman from Lambo for over 25 years.
We have the lagoon there where they harbor all the lobsters. It's a breeding ground for all the fishes, the mammals, and them that's coming there to feed because of the grass bed. And the bait that's come up here to spawn. So this is a bait area. From here, go straight down to behind Crown Pond by the airport.
For many years, fishermen have always been concerned about what is to happen in Tobago if there is an oil spill. And unfortunately today, this is the case, and this is the reality that they are faced with.
I don't know what's going to be the position for we fishermen here, because we are being very terribly affected by the spill concerning this oil and this boat here.
So we need to act now to retrieve and to protect and to safeguard what little we have still left from these reefs and from these mangroves area.
Men are concerned. All they can do at this point in time is look on and hope it does not get bad, but it is uncertain how bad things would really get as the oil continues to leak from this unknown vessel. I am Candice Jackson, reporting for Tobago Updates television news from the Atlantic Ocean, just outside of Cove.
Now, the oil spill from the shipwrecked vessel is not just affecting Scarborough. It is present in bays up to Roxborough. Speaking at a press conference today, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said their first task is to identify the vessel. He indicated that neither they nor TEMA received reports of a missing vessel or a vessel in distress.
We have to first discover who owns this vessel. What happened? Was it really accident? Was the vessel faulty? Who is really responsible? So the responsible party is really the one that should be engaged to talk about compensation. Certainly I know it's not a THA vessel. So we need to first discover who owns the vessel.
Dive teams have already been mobilized from within Tobago and Trinidad to investigate the vessel and hopefully identify it to determine the next course of action. In the meantime, they are also concerned with cleaning up the oil. Director of TEMA, Alan Stewart, explained they are coordinating with expert companies from Trinidad to get rid of the oil as soon as possible.
We have started the engagement of the experts, as was pointed out by the Chief Secretary. Some of the equipment that is utilized are the resources of Woodstock, which is being under the control of Kaizen.
They should be in Tobago by tomorrow to begin the efforts, while they are working on figuring out how the vessel ended up at Cove, where it came from, and cleaning up the oil. Augustine warned citizens to stay away from the affected area. As for whether or not fish is safe for consumption, he said Tobagonians should not fare at this time unless fishermen fish in the contaminated waters.
So don't go and put down a net in the oil spill. Don't go and throw a line around the area of the oil spill to catch any fish. But for most of our fisher folk that go miles out to sea to fish, where they normally fish is really safe to eat.
This is a developing story, and we at Tobago Updates are closely following it. To some other news now, Cats and Jammers Steel Orchestra has retained their THA Pan Champs title after winning in the large band category last night. The event took place at the parade grounds in Bacalet, and our reporter Teresa Phillips has the details.
The grand finale of the THA Pan Champs competition culminated with an electrifying display of musical talent in the large band category, featuring 5 top-tier ensembles vying for supremacy on the stage. Cats and Jammers emerged as the champions once again with their mesmerizing performance of Rockets, arranged by K Ramsey with a score of 282 points. The battle for second place ended in a tie between Dixieland Steel Orchestra and NGC Steel Explosions. Both bands captivated the audience and judges alike with their renditions of This Melody Suites, and both of them arranged by Dante Pantin and Arden Herbert respectively, each earning an admirable 269 points. Securing the 4th position was RBC Redemption Songsetters, whose vibrant interpretation of the fan-favorite soca anthem, DNA, arranged by the talented Michael Toby, earned them a respectable score of 264 points. Rounding off the competition, NLCB Buccaneers clinched the 5th spot with their dynamic arrangement of Fire Coming Down, crafted by Cian Gomez, which earned them 262 points. The players are already looking forward to next year's competition. Teresa Phillips, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, Metro Stars is the winner of the THA Pan Champs 2024 Single Pan category. This band captivated the audience with their rendition of If a Rude, sung by Devon George and arranged by K Ramsey. They amassed an impressive 256 points. Following closely behind, Natural Mystic delivered a spirited performance of King Short Shirt's Tourist Lego, arranged by Ricky Williams. They earned a commendable 236 points. Only 2 bands competed in this category. Well, political leader of the PNM Tobago Council, Ansel Dennis, has some questions about the Scarborough redevelopment project during a press conference held today. The issue was also raised by the Minority Leader Kelvin Morris during the last plenary sitting on the 25th of January 2024. Here's more.
Sitting, Minority Leader Kelvin Morris questioned the Secretary for the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, Trevor James, about the cost of the project, how much money was spent thus far, and its timeline.
So far, he indicated to us that they spent $7 million, approximately 3 million TT, and then approximately 500,000 US dollars. So $7 million has been spent thus far. Yet the Secretary of Infrastructure, Mr. Trevor James, still could not tell us any definite timelines. He couldn't tell us about any definite plan.
Dennis said that James could not provide either a definite cost or an estimated cost of the project to the taxpayers of Trinidad and Tobago. He then questioned what the $7 million indicated before was spent on.
Because if you are spending money on a feasibility study, then the feasibility study or the plan or whatever you want to call it should at least indicate to the officials involved the feasibility of the plan. What is it going to cost? What will be the benefits of it? What really is the plan concerning this Scarborough development?
Dennis expressed disappointment, saying that with $7 million being spent, the current administration failed to answer critical questions concerning the project. He said that the people of Tobago would like to know what the plan is for the Scarborough redevelopment project. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
We'll go to a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
You want a big bag, don't tell you big head. On the road you behind, the traffic go big red. If you want to feel alive, then switch to the winning side. You see how we move in style, is a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe on Be Mobile. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe with Be Mobile.
From Authentic Builders General Hardware, located right here in Strawberry Local Road, Tobago. That's correct, right here in Tobago. And we are offering you guys the best prices on all hardware material. And if you would like to get your free quotation done, all you have to do is WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will give you guys the best prices on all hardware material. That is a guarantee as we are matching or beating any quotations.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Do more, live more.
Welcome back. As we continue to bring you details on last night's THA Pan Champs, Tianda Tech New Eastside Dimension copped the top spot in the small band category. We have all the details in this report.
Tech New Eastside Dimensions played a captivating rendition of the late Lord Kitchener's Tobago Band with a score of 281 points. The arrangement by Mr. K Ramsey resonated with judges. This band was able to maintain first place during the entire Panorama 2024 small band category, which concluded on February 4th. Uptown Fascinators claimed the runner-up position with their dynamic interpretation of Chutney Bacchanal with a score of 275 points. O.J. Richards arranged for this band yet again. Not to be overlooked, the third place spot was secured by First Citizens Tobago Panthers, whose rendition of Teaser earned them a respectable score of 269 points, arranged by the talented Mr. Michael Toby. In the remaining positions, Alpha Pan Pioneers claimed the fourth spot with 265 points, while C&B Concordance secured fifth place with 260 points. Our boys landed in sixth position with a score of 259 points, and Westside Symphony in seventh place with 249 points. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, in the resounding echoes of the Steelpan Champs competition, the name K Ramsey emerges as a beacon of arranging excellence across every category, illuminating the stages with his versatile compositions and unwavering dedication. Here's Travicia Phillips once again with more from Steelpan Champs.
In the exhilarating atmosphere of the Steelpan Champs competition, K Ramsey's mastery of arranging bands across every category has once again captured the admiration of audiences and judges alike. Ramsey's unique ability to craft compositions for each category is a testament to his versatility and dedication to his craft.
The only good thing is that it's not at the same time. Right. So single starts at November, yes, and small started in December into January, and then medium. So the categories are one after the other. So I got a little time to create and deal with each category one at a time. So
reflecting on the carnival season success, Ramsey expressed gratitude for the outstanding results achieved.
I work hard, and my players work hard also, and they perform and they execute, and I thank God for that again.
Delving into his creative process of arranging, Ramsey highlighted the importance of selecting songs that allow him to weave compelling narratives.
Okay, so first you have to choose a song, and sometimes in Panama, tune of choice is very, very important. Yeah. And most times I look for a song that I could tell a story, so me just started If I Rude, I Rude. Yes. And if you as an arranger or you as a creator doing a song with the title If I Rude, I Rude, just know what that arrangement will be like.
In the large band category, Ramsey joined forces with fellow Tobagonian arranger O.J. Richards, arranging for Nutrien Silver Stars. Navigating the fiercely competitive landscape of the large band category, Ramsey emphasized the need for seasoned professionalism and unwavering determination.
Yeah. It's not easy, and I think that is where the competition is at its highest level, in the large band. So we cannot go there like we are young boys, we are newcomers. We have to go there like we want it, we need it, and we going for it.
As Ramsey's arrangements continue to leave an indelible mark on the Trinidad and Tobago musical scene, his dedication to storytelling and musical excellence solidifies his status as one of the premier arrangers in the industry. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates, Television News.
A 45-year-old resident of Mount Thomas is complaining that high school students are attacking him at his home and while he's out in the community because of a dispute between his son and another student. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has the details in the story.
Alvin Seeley, a resident of Mount Thomas, said his son, a Mason Hall Secondary School student, got into a dispute with another student. Since then, Mr. Seeley and his son have been victims of verbal and physical attacks.
Well, one of the guys and them and was like picking on him in school now, you know, so he had a little wrestle between them. So it come to where one of them was punished like by the school and the teachers, and like how my son wasn't suspended or nothing, like, you know, is a backlash now way. And
he said his son's attacker formed a gang with Signal Hill Secondary School students and they would attack him ever so often.
And when the evening come, it's all kind of, they pelting me. They pelting stone all in my house, buckle. You know, it getting out of hand now, and it's like a children defending myself and all, put me in a spot, you know. I go to the station, it's a waste of time. I go back again, and it's just going on and on and on.
Since the situation started in late 2023, Seeley has been pleading with authorities for help, but to date continues to be victim of unwarranted attacks. He wants the police to intervene.
The police had to, because these them mother can't control them, nobody can talk to them. If the law had to come in, you know, I can't hit none of them. None of them can say how to trouble them or pelt them or do them anything, you know.
Tobago Updates reached out to the Mariah police station and was told that they would investigate the situation. We contacted the principal of Mason Hall Secondary School, Suwan Damas, who opted not to speak on the matter. We also reached out to the principal of Signal Hill Secondary School, Ariana Ford, who was unaware of a student's involvement in the matter. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
We'll go to a break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Carnival is here. But before you hit the streets, make your home the ultimate party zone. Standard says, make it stage ready, now for now. Get dazzling deals on TVs, furniture, appliances, everything to impress your guest. 10% cash back, easy financing, plus no down payment. Now's the time to shine. Visit Standards today. Let them make your home the star of Carnival.
You come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yes. Total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back. In observance of World Read Aloud Day, the owner of Mighty Minds Inclusive Learning Center in Signal Hill launched a new book entitled Tobago Treasure Trips, which is primarily based on children's adventures to parts of Tobago. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has the details.
Author Liana Alexander said World Read Aloud Day intends to increase literacy rates and revive the oral storytelling heritage.
And World Read Aloud Day started in 2010 and basically is to promote children literature and reading on a whole in terms of the progress of reading for children. And because you know a lot of persons may have challenges with reading, but persons learn to read when they are read to, and it's to encourage reading not only in the home schools, churches, organizations, and just reading and that love for reading.
She said her book, Tobago Treasure Trips, is the first of the series on children's adventure to different areas of Tobago, as it is a local book. Her first edition was on a field trip to the Bucko Reef, Nyland Pool, and No Man's Land.
I wrote this book because it promotes experiential learning. So it means that the field trips that the students would go on, I would do a story based on that. Right, so it's a story within a story, and it's also colored, full color, big print, so it's conducive for persons with different learning styles and different abilities.
She emphasized the importance of learning various teaching styles to teach people with varying capabilities. She's asking parents to help their children read as it helps them to learn.
When you are familiar with a child's learning style, you are able to accommodate them, right? You are able to implement different strategies. So this book, there's pictures, so there may be persons who would be at the picture reading stage, right, which may be at the early childhood level.
Alexander School specializes in teaching students who are impaired. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
During a PNM press conference, the political leader of the Tobago Council, Ansel Dennis, highlighted some issues with the construction of the Friendship Connector Road. Dennis spoke about the issue of the road being built through someone's property with no consultations or approaches to acquire the land before construction began. He proceeded to show a video of the property.
And I should not even use the word approaches, because my information is that it was pure bullying and inducement to try to get this individual to move.
He shared that the individual had been occupying the property for over 40 years, which is now directly in the path of the road. Dennis stated that if procedures were followed in the conceptualization of the project, this would have been discovered long before the project began.
Proper procedures could have been followed to protect the rights of this individual and to protect the public purse from exposure to lawsuits.
Dennis said that initially the administration did not have EMA approval and realized that they had to get a certificate of environmental clearance, which he accused them of ignoring the certificate's guidelines.
Continue to work, no research. As a matter of fact, they ignored every advice given to them by the public servants. You know, they have a way they like to blame the public servants for everything.
He further stated that they were given proper advice on how to go about the project, however, they ignored it. He also claimed that the politicians in the THA bullied their legal personnel to issue eviction notices to people occupying private lands. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Your destiny. The best way to predict it is to create it. Do you see yourself exploring exotic destinations or spending quality time with family? However you see yourself, create your own retirement destiny with Tata Life's Destiny Personal Savings Booster. Choose from one of 3 investment options with guaranteed minimum investment returns to secure a monthly retirement income for life, with the option to choose your retirement age. So what's your retirement destiny? Call 62TATIL or visit tatil.co.tt to learn more today. Conditions apply. Tatil Life, a member of the Answer McCall Group.
Shop all in one location at Visto Enterprise Limited. Originally a small basic meat shop with a few dry goods, Visto is now a larger meat store that now sells a larger variety of grocery items. This evening we highlight a Tobago businessman who is blazing the trail.
Founded 12 years ago, Visto Enterprise Limited, owned by Christopher Warner, first started with limited home finishes, which was not the path he wanted to take his business.
So I always had a passion for food and culinary arts, right? I always like how it's prepared, how it's look, and I like to eat also, right? So we then went into meat products. That was our specialty.
As the years passed, he said customers continued to ask for products associated with the meats they were purchasing. So he decided it was only right to expand his business accordingly.
We listen to the cry, I say cry of the customers. They always come and say, okay, we're getting meats. What about the flour? What about the rice? Why have to go this place and that place? Why have to be all about the place? Why can't I just come here and get all my products? And I listened to them over the years. This took time. This is about 4-year project in the making, so I'm really grateful for it and thankful.
Another one of his goals was to provide a better shopping experience for his customers. In the next 5 years, he's aiming to sell 95% local products at Visto Enterprise.
I'm trying to really, it may sound unrealistic right now, but once things are put in place and the stakeholders work together, I think Tobago could do much more once they put their minds together in terms of food security. And things are being done. I'm seeing changes. I'm seeing things getting done. So my resolution for the next 5 years is to really have more local products in terms of livestock and in terms of dry goods. Get the locals more on the market. Let's produce more.
And greater things has already begun at Visto Enterprises Limited with their bigger and better vision. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, the winner of the Tobago Calypso Monarch 2023, Dylan Dillisway Thomas, is competing in the National Calypso Monarch competition this Sunday. In this story, we hear from him, his experience as an artist, and how he's preparing for the Mardi Gras. Ariana Scipio has the report.
I's a man of my word, a man of integrity. Tobago, no, it wasn't me.
After achieving first place in the Tobago Calypso Monarch in 2023 with his song It Wasn't Me, Dylan Dillisway Thomas was placed as a finalist in the National Calypso Monarch. Artists such as Michael Teja, Marshall Montano, and Winston Gypsy Peters will also be performing at the Mardi Gras. Thomas said he is excited to perform amongst them.
It's excitement. It's no fear to say fear. Fear is for the stage. The fact that I've never been on this kind of stage before, this kind of crowd facing this kind of energy.
Thomas shared that it is difficult planning for Sunday's competition, which is expected to be quite competitive.
And then the next thing is the upgrade of the song with the lyrics. I just sit down and learn all these new lyrics in order to get ready for Sunday.
He revealed that more humor was added to his song and he is intent on representing Tobago well.
It's nice to have, the audience getting to see, Tobago audience getting to see a performer from Tobago doing their best on the national stage.
He admitted that he did not expect to win last year's competition in Tobago. He was shocked when he won because it meant he automatically qualified for the national finals. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
I am the main threat. It wasn't me. I am the main threat.
Now for the weather report from the TNT Met Office. Tonight's forecast calls for generally warm and hazy conditions with the possibility of a few overnight or early morning showers. Temperatures are expected to remain around 27 degrees Celsius, creating a balmy atmosphere. Looking ahead to tomorrow, anticipate predominantly hot and hazy weather, occasionally accompanied by breezy conditions. While there's a low chance of brief passing showers, a significant concentration of Saharan dust lingers in the atmosphere. Again, those with sensitivities are advised to take the necessary precautions. Daytime temperatures will climb to approximately 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 35 degrees. Seas are moderate with waves reaching up to 2 meters in open waters and staying below 1.3 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:25 and the sunset at 6:08. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recap the headlines before we go. Overturned vessel spotted in Tobago waters with oil leaking from it. Black Rock's Cats and Jammers Steel Orchestra retains THA Panchamp's large band title, and the PNM Tobago's political leader has questions about the Scarborough redevelopment project. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a good night.